Hey team, as we jump in today, I want you to pause for just 1 second and I want you to take a minute and read Acts chapter 6, verses 1 through 7. Do that now. Here's what I see. I was reading this morning. I see, and I think it's applicable to us. I see that the ministry is growing in the book of Acts. I see that the apostles are trying to, at some point, do it all. And as they're trying to do it all, they get overwhelmed. And they realize that they can't continue to do it all if their ministry is going to continue to grow. So what do? They insert a leadership structure. But you see that this isn't random, that they actually know that their people and the skills and abilities and giftings that they have, because they want the right people in the right places. So they make a decision as a team. They put the right people in the right places, and then everybody starts focusing on the right priorities, and then their ministry continues to grow. So as we're in the middle of At the Movies, I think so much of this applies to us and our current season. If we're going to continue to take a next step as a church, if we're going to continue to be able to welcome new and more people every single weekend and care for new and more people, what are the adjustments that we need to make currently in ministry? I think there's some tweaks and some changes that we need to make if we're going to continue to grow as a church. So take some time at the end of the video. What ministry adjustments do we need to make? Also, what personal adjustments do we need to make? As I'm thinking about this season that we're currently in, a couple different buckets, I'm just going to process through them about how I'm thinking about some of these different areas, and maybe that'll be helpful for you. So first, time off. Are you taking at least one day off a week? For me personally, that's Fridays. What I do on Fridays, I try not to connect to work. I don't have notifications that are pinging and bringing my attention back all the time. And I want to do restful and replenishing things for me, so I'm going to be at my best when I am on. So that's weekly. Take a day off. Also, PTO. I know we're at the end of the year. For me personally, I'm not going to be able to use all of my PTO this year. It's just going to work out that I'm going to have some additional days left over. But where are some of those spaces that maybe you can take some restful days between now and the end of the year? And we know that we're running hard. That's why also we are taking some time off together as a whole staff following our Christmas services, because we know this has been a pretty big season from Halloween weekend at the movies into Christmas. So we're running hard, and then we want to take some time after working really hard to rest really well. Some day-to-day rhythms, something for you maybe to evaluate is, how's your sleep? Are you getting enough sleep every night? For me, I know I started wearing this Whoop a couple years ago. I'd be like, well, I was in bed for 8 hours last night. But the truth is, when I'm in bed for 8 hours, I'm getting about 7 hours of sleep. So just your time in bed isn't equaling your time asleep. Also, some things that drastically affect your sleep. Your diet affects your sleep. So are you giving your body the right nutrients, the right whole foods, or is your diet consisting of fast food and greasy food? Alcohol also, I found out, affects my sleep big time. We're like, oh, it's just one drink. I'll attach a couple screenshots of just like what the Whoop measures as far as my heart rate, as far as my stress at night. It does this all day long, but I'll show you a great night's sleep. And I'll also show you, I think it was last Friday night, Libby and I had a drink and we watched a movie. So alcohol before bed and screen time before bed, and I'll show you a picture of what my sleep looked like from a normal night of sleep. We're just not getting the rest a lot of times that we actually need in order to thrive. Exercise. I know as the sunlight has continued to minimize itself recently, it's harder to get outside and exercise or schedule that time in. And that's why during these seasons it's such a priority. So as you can, even as it's getting dark at night, take a walk, get outside, or make sure that you're getting that time in that day to replenish, refuel your body, because exercise is so good for us. Also, connecting with God. Are you taking time to pour into your relationship with God? Or are you spending your time on social media or the news or getting yourself distracted on your phone? Maybe you just need to set your phone down and read your paper Bible because you just start doing other things on your phone. And lastly, community. Where's the life-giving relationships in your life? that are replenishing you, that are filling you up and getting you and helping you set you up for success so you can tackle everything that we have to do in the church during this season. So those are 2 questions for you as we wrap up. What ministry adjustments do we need to make in this season? And what personal adjustments might we need to make in this season in order so we can live our best lives, and then we can also give our best to the people that we're called to lead over these next 4 to 6 weeks over at the movies and this Christmas season. Man, because God is doing some amazing things in our church right now, and I don't want us to take it for granted. And I also want us to be prepared and be ready in this season. So thanks for the work you're doing, team. Keep it up. Look forward to the next week of At the Movies. It's going to be awesome. See you soon.